that played
Yes,
the piano.
I worked
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
We
So
talked-
here's the painting. This is his lover, Enrique. And you can see up in the upper left-hand corner, Lynn from Enrique. This was in 1937. All I will say is this area has been painted over. And the restorer came to me and said, do you really want me to remove the painting? And I said, let's look at it the way it was painted.
Yeah.
So at some point we may have body anatomy down below whatever this black thing is.
It didn't take a lot of paint.
Yeah.
It looks like it's already been restored. I can see both parts.
No, I don't think you see it yet. We'll see.
Oh, I see. I might. I'm with you, Captain.
I see a little, yeah.
A little
Right down there.
I see a little something, something.
Little something, something.
Yeah.
Steve,
Anyway,
move your area
that's
down
your-
just a little bit.
Lesson.
That's
Elements of Claremore Museum of History. Come here in town.
So let me ask
Whoops, I
this.
lost it.
I
I
need
lost
a
Steve.
question.
Presentation.
How did the street get named after him?
City council.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean,
why did they name a street after him? Did he do something significant for the community? Was he just from the community? I don't know.
He wrote the play
Yeah.
Oklahoma, or
Yeah.
Green Grow
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Lilacs. that
Grow the
Oklahoma was
Lilacs
based on.
that they turn into the movie Oklahoma, the play and the movie
Right.
Oklahoma.
Well,
that
I
was
don't
after
know.
my family.
yeah. So
No.
Lynn
My
Riggs,
family's a
Lynn
funeral
Riggs
parlor.
wrote. Lynn Riggs wrote the play called Green Grow the Lilacs. That became the screenplay for Rodgers and Hammerstein's Oklahoma. That's why Claremore, the railroad depot, all the movie is about Claremore, and Lynn Riggs is from Claremore. So he's actually one of our more famous citizens.
Wow. I really didn't know that. I need to go to him and learn a little.
Catoosa's also mentioned in that too.
Catoosa and Claremore.
Yeah.
And I mean, really, when you think about it, I mean, he's kind of like the father of most people around the world. When you say Oklahoma, think of the movie, the musical. He's really the father of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
See, Laura?
What?
See?
Yeah, I saw what you
Now you know why it's in honor of Lynn Riggs. And Enrique.
That was that something you were seeing, huh?
Yeah.
So Dallas, you timed your arrival just perfectly.
Thank you.
Right, you got right in for the presentation for the big reveal.
Yeah.
I knew it all, but I'd never seen the picture, but I knew everything else.
Well, once I have it restored, if there's any more to look at, I'll let y'all know.
We need to see that.
Pictures.
Well, can we just have not have a print?
Hopefully my portrait will take a lot more paint. Black paint.
Wishful thinking.
Was he saying it's going to take a bigger board to cover it up? Is that what he's saying? A big tablet?
You guys are disgusting.
Oh, shit.
Some things never change. Can Leslie leave us?
Okay.
Yes.
He walked
Leslie's
out.
having to get his inhaler.
Yeah, my inhaler.
Inhaler from Golden, Colorado.
There you go.
Is there a reason you're sitting in the dark,
Talking to me?
Leslie? Yeah, you're in the dark.
You're in the dark.
Well,
You look like you're in a porn theater.
Is it that obvious?
Yeah.
I thought we kind of disguised it a little bit, but
Oh goodness.
Oh, God.
So I was expecting a little more than 3 little slide presentations there, Steve, but
No, I said I think I may have hyped it up a little bit bigger than it was. So
Shit, I think
Hey,
it's
at
pretty
least
good myself.
I
think
went
it's
to
pretty
the
good.
I gave you a lesson in Hasidic drag. I gave you a
Yeah.
legitimate portrait, and then I gave you a painting that was a little risque.
Yeah.
And I threw in Betty Davis and Joan Crawford. What else can you want?
That's pretty good.
well,
I
this
think
is
it's
very
pretty
good.
good.
I think you did your homework great.
Yeah,
You
I
did a
think
great job.
Rick's presentation on Carl Distel was a lot better though.
I missed that. I missed it. Can you reshare?
Just kidding.
Who did that? Who did a presentation on Carl?
Oh, buddy.
Rick,
Well, Rick did.
Did everybody?
come on, Rick, give us a recap.
Well,
What's that?
the question on the table, or Rick's project was to find out whatever happened to Carl Distel.
Oh, yeah. Carl Distel, he died of AIDS. Yeah.
Oh, did he really?
Complications with AIDS, huh? Yeah.
Really did. Huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I do remember at one point somebody saying John Dimbo used to go in regularly for surgery to tighten things up.
I don't know.
I don't know if they were true or not, but
Hey, I may need that.
I don't know.
Oh, mercy.
Well, I was thinking about getting a few things tightened.
That's a blepharoplasty.
I
That's
don't
a
think-
different game.
I don't think that's what he had tightened.
Oh, I don't know.
My skin, my neck. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, sure.
Got a little tuck, little nip.
There you go.
Yep.
so Debbie,
Whatever it
hey,
takes.
are we? I assume there's not going to be any New Year's Eve party this year, right?
I know. Isn't that sad? I'm so
I'm so
sad. I
sad.
have no parties.
I'm having one.
It is.
So
I mean,
much
that was our
fun.
last event of the class.
Yep.
It was so
I mean,
fun.
that was our last thing we did.
Mhm.
Well, some of us went out to the casino. What month
Oh,
is that?
January and February.
See, we were in
Yeah. Because see, we have pictures that have Barbara's husband in them, and
We celebrated Kathy's birthday at the end of February, and I'm glad we did because we didn't get to go
I
back
know.
and March.
And see, we went to the hospital on January 13th, and that's when everything started with us.
Yeah.
Yep. But New Year's, yeah, that was fun. I was looking forward to doing that again this year, but we'll have the next year. I just hope all of Midlife Crisis is still functioning by
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, going to be 2 years before we see him again by the time for New Year's.
But I know Carl Strickland, Bo Phillips band, and I know Tim Smith. They are still active in the playing and at their venues and stuff, right?
Oh, I don't know. We haven't been to the casino.
They have some.
Yeah.
Well, Carl
You
told
what?
me that they got kicked out of the Racino, so we'll have to travel to Texas to see him.
Why
do you
did
mean?
they get kicked out?
Oh, whenever they came back, they were playing, and I guess the people out at the Racino they weren't happy because people weren't wearing their masks and stuff, and so they were asking them to leave. And I don't know whether it was Carl or who it was in the band, but somebody came apart on the people at the casino, telling them you're running all. He said by the time the crowd was sent home or whatever, there was only like 4 people left, and he said you can't run our audience off. That's what we come here for. And I guess they got into a fight, and he said, I guess they asked them to leave and not come back. So he said, so road trip. And I thought, oh yeah, we're all going to travel to Texas to see them. Yeah. So anyway.
We'd have to rent a whole hotel for us.
Yeah.
Well, remember that night they kicked Ronnie Wade out, and he wasn't doing anything wrong.
He was drunker than a
He
skunk.
Oh, yeah, he was. Oh,
He was way
Yeah.
far.
But he wasn't doing it. You think he was doing anything wrong?
Yeah, I thought he was way,
Really loud.
he was way over. Yeah.
See, I didn't.
You were
got
drunk
86.
Huh?
Maybe you were drunk too.
No, I guess I just never did. I thought that was old.
Probably she was shit faced. She didn't know.
No, I get, hey, Laura, tell them. I can't get shit faced because I get sick, don't I? Right? I get sick.
For that.
You can vouch for that.
We can vouch.
I am not a good drinker.
Oh.
I never feel that.
Your
Do
liver's
what?
not seasoned.
It's afterwards.
What Tony say?
In public,
I can't hear you.
never
What's
tequila.
that?
Public. Still didn't hear me.
Never
Never.
tequila?
Never tequila in public.
Why?
Let's go.
Well, you're the one that said what it makes you do.
Oh,
Take your clothes off. Isn't it?
it was Sambuca that got me the last time.
Oh,
What?
You might better
What was
lighten
it?
up on all of it.
Sambuca?
ooh.
Yeah, I'm not ever drinking Sambuca again in my life.
Nasty. No.
That's yet to be seen.
Steve and I, we were doing that Sambuca.
Hoopa!
Well,
The
and on
the
top
worst
of
I
that,
ever got.
he was doing the Old Smoky.
There you go. That'll
Bloody
get you.
Marys.
Well, and every
Bloody
time I turned
Marys.
around, Dale had a shot for me every time I turned around.
Exactly. It was mostly Dale's fault because every time I didn't even know what I was doing.
You know, you can always say no.
Sure, that's
Well,
right.
thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah, well.
I didn't want to be a lightweight.
Gracious me.
What's that?
By the way, Kathy, when's the next fire pit?
As soon as we can do it, we're ready.
Yeah, well, we'll have to make lots of iced tea.
Can I tell them what I'm getting for Christmas?
What are you getting for Christmas?
Yeah, apparently you can.
What are you doing?
They've all got one.
I'm actually getting a pool.
Oh, nice.
Are you going to have a pool party?
That's what I was going to say. We not only can have a fire pit, we can have pool party.
Wow.
I'll take
Because
your
we're out
way.
here in the country where nobody can see us.
Uh-oh.
Nothing like a bunch of drunk baptisms.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
So when's your pool going in? When's your pool going in, Kathy?
Like to baptize them.
Watches.
We think maybe March. March.
Starting it.
So it's Happy Hanukkah, Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Valentine's, Happy Birthday, Happy Mother's Day,
I didn't know
I
you had
Sweet.
Happy Anniversary.
Happy retirement.
Well, that'll be the next
She's
year.
not retiring now.
So, yeah.
So when are you
happy all those
retiring?
things for how many years?
What?
Do what?
What? Laura?
When are you?
I said that's happy all those things for how many years? The rest of your life?
Probably, but that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I've wanted a pool my whole life.
Hey, so I'm still wanting to know what happens when Province drinks tequila, Tony. Or why?
Not my story. Tell.
Oh, you won't tell?
Well, only if Debbie says I can.
What happens?
I break out in a sweat.
There's that old.
No, Gary breaks out in the sweat.
Yeah.
Well,
And you know what happens when you sweat? What?
There's a country song when there's a country song about Whenever I drink tequila, you know, I can't
Yeah,
drink tequila 'cause
My clothes fall off.
That's
Tequila makes my clothes fall off.
Is that her? Yeah.
That's
Is that what happens when you sweat?
Tony. Right on her head.
Gary gets her a bottle of tequila every birthday and Christmas now.
He keeps one handy. Yeah.
Good job.
I was
Where
trying
is
to
Gary?
do what?
Where is Gary?
Gary is in the living room watching football.
Of course.
Glenn told me he was going to join tonight.
Oh, really?
Well, and I thought Jamie was too. Jamie said she was going to set her alarm.
Yeah, she did.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
And I thought maybe Linda Meredith would be on.
Well, she
Yeah.
said she'd be late.
Jerry was going to get on too.
Yeah. Well, people get
I
busy.
don't know, but I've been enjoying all of Jenny's recipes.
I know. She cooks a lot.
Well, I've been in.
Well, I don't always cook all those. Sometimes I just print the recipes off.
Oh,
Say, it looks good.
Sure impressed the hell out of me.
yeah.
Jenny, I used to get your stuff all the time, and all of a sudden, I don't get anything on you anymore.
He probably unfriended you.
I did not. I still see your stuff. I don't
She
know
cut
why.
you, Tony, she cut you loose. Let's just
I don't
face
see
it.
anything. I don't ever see anything from Jenny.
You don't? I do.
I didn't unfriend anybody. I don't know.
She posts all of her beautiful outside when she makes me kind of feel bad because she's always doing something really pretty outside, or she cooks these wonderful foods and gives to everybody, and I'm like, okay.
I might need some motivation then. I need to get her feeds on my Facebook.
I'm not sure I know how to unfriend
Okay.
somebody.
I don't know how to unfriend anybody, so I haven't done anything to anybody. So I don't know.
I don't either.
I really enjoyed all of her frequent flyer stories.
Oh, I love my frequent flyers.
Leslie,
Yeah.
are you recording this?
Yes.
Oh, well, because your